Hey guys, Super Gadget Guy here. Today I'll be unboxing the Fujifilm X100s. I've been looking at this camera for a long time. It's been out of stock for a long time since its announcement. This is the camera that I want to get after I've done a lot of research to accompany my Canon 5D Mark III. This is not a full frame and it has a sort of 35mm equivalent lens built in. I also ordered the Easy Photo 49mm lens hood to be attached working with this. So you can see this is pretty cheap, like $8. So here's the box. Shows you made in Japan and supports SDXC, which I do have an XDSC card. Let me find it. I think it's in one of my cases. Just give you the back, show you the package content in multiple languages. Let's just get this thing open. Case is not sealed, but here it is. Owner's manual in multiple languages. The reason I get the Fuji is because everyone says it has a really cool look, sort of like simulating the Fujifilm. Film made by Fuji. So the camera, right here. The side. Charger. Empty. No idea what this is. Battery. USB cord, power cord, and strap. It's weird, empty bag. Something must fall off the back, but put this away. Strap, pretty standard. Probably not going to use it. Charger, thank you for coming with one. I was looking between the Fuji X100s and the Sony RX1. Yes, they're not comparable in the sense that this is a lot cheaper, but they are, however, has the 35mm. Well, this is one it's equivalent. Sony is a full frame. Sony, however, the latest trend is to not include a battery charger, USB charging on the camera body. You basically pay, $3,000 for a camera that you have to charge on a camera. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that. I definitely do not like that. So Fuji includes a charger, separate charger, BC-65N, pretty good. Charger, of course, is worldwide, 100 volt to 240 volt, and charger itself is made in China. So put it aside. It's a USB to, I have no idea what the other connector is, but it's a USB to, I think it's a micro USB, pretty standard. Put it aside. And this must be the strap or something. I need to read the manual, looks like that's the triangle thing for the strap, but this is, I have no idea. Put it aside. And here's the camera. So, to me it has a very cool sort of retro look. It is very light. Just to go over, I'm sure you can find a lot of the review videos online, but it has basically an f2 lens, 23mm, but given it's the APS-C sensor, it is actually a 35mm equivalent. I do not have a 35mm lens on my Canon, and you have a focus ring. It's pretty smooth, and you have an aperture ring, anywhere from 2 to A to be auto aperture. You can see, and on top you have the on-off switch, a shutter, or the shutter release, and then you have the shutter speed, automatic, 4,000, 2,000, all the way down to 1/8 of a second, 1/4 of a second, and then T mode. So I think I'm going to keep it on manual. So you can keep it automatic, so let it decide everything, and then you have the exposure compensation from 0 to third stop increment or decrement, all the way to -2 to +2. Back, you have the 4 buttons right here. It's pretty nice. And the dial. So aside from the electronic display here, looks pretty neat. It's like a very retro look. Definitely I like it. And you have a toggle switch between the optical viewfinder and the electronic viewfinder. And the battery compartment is right here. And the SD card. So overall, let's put it in it. I don't like this, so I might have to buy a new lens cap. So this is my Sony Nex7. Just to give you a side-by-side size comparison compared to the Nex7, it's the they're very similar in terms of thickness, and this is a 16mm lens. So as you can see, the Fuji is actually a little bit taller. Fuji, of course, is a lot lighter than the Sony, maybe because the battery's in it. Let me put it in battery. Okay, so now their weight is about the same. They're very similar in terms of Fuji has less megapixel compared to the Nex7, but sensor size, everything else is very equivalent. The reason I'm getting the Fuji, and because my wife is actually using the Nex7, given setting everything to automatic, she likes it. It takes a lot better picture than her iPhone 4, iPhone 5s, much improved image quality. So this is her camera, so I don't think I'll get the Nex7. Sony just announced the Alpha 7, but again, full frame, interchangeable lens, too much similarities between that and my Canon. But Canon, of course, is much bigger, and I want something full frame. Like Leica, has a retro look. I cannot afford Leica. The reviews I read or YouTube channel video I watched, this is in terms of functionality, layout, look and feel, it's closest to a Leica M3. I don't know if I'm saying the right model number, but I really dig the look of this camera. So this is basically I'll carry with me everywhere I go. Canon, of course, awesome image quality. Given I just bought the 70 to 200mm lens, I am not going to retire it. It's just that when you take that thing out, everyone becomes self-conscious around you. And this one with the leaf shutter, it is very quiet. I wonder if this comes with charge. Let's turn it on. Oh, I need to charge the battery. So battery does not come charged. So let's finish going over the layout. So you have the top and the side. You have manual focus, autofocus continuous, autofocus single. And then this is the S model, and back you have the sort of playback button, auto exposure button, drive, and view mode. And on the back you have autofocus lock, auto exposure lock, autofocus, macro mode, white balance, menu, flash, display, and this side is probably the ports. So you have the HDMI and the USB port. So overall, I really like the look, and it feels like awesome. I mean, this metallic and black combination. I mean, I wish I can afford Leica. I don't think that's the case in the near future, but I mean, let's install the lens hood. Let's remove the ring. I'm so glad it's easy to remove. I read online that some people have problem remove the ring right here. So let's look at the this is made by a company called Easy Photo, 49mm black filter. Let's see. Fuji sells one for $100. So now you know why I don't buy it. It is just a sort of bayonet adapter. So you basically screw it on. Then you have a lens hood adapter, basically, and basically provides shade to minimize the flares going to the lens. And this thing does have a built-in flash. When you use the flash, recommend is to take it off and then still take pictures with it. It's pretty good. It's only $8. It also protects the lens so you don't get scratched. You can put it down without worrying about it. I might have to buy a 49mm lens cap. Sony makes one because you can't use that. This is made of aluminum, I believe, with a black coating. One of the things I've seen photographers do to use it for street photography is to get some sort of sanding or some sort of thing to basically rough it up. That way, when you use it together, it will actually make the camera look used, like a beat up camera, so no one will steal it. I mean, this looks like a awesome film camera to me, and it's very light, very small compared to the Canon 5D. But I'm definitely interested to see what they're talking about in terms of the FUJIFILM look. And the CD they attach is the FinePix CD digital camera X100s. It's basically a digital owner's manual, I believe. Will not use any of the software. It does include a G29 software, whatever. I'll just use Lightroom. I'm not going to use it. So here you have it, the FUJIFILM X100s. Thank you for watching this video. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel so you get notified to all the new videos I will upload.